Good morning. Welcome to the Alexandria Museum of Art and the Levy Tai Chi School's presentation of the Saturday morning Qigong. And I think we just had, hey Georgia, just had somebody join us. It is, I just lost the date. It is the 15th of May. It's a pleasure to be here as always with you. Good morning, Georgia. I do want to mention before I say anything else this morning, next week the museum is hosting the figure drawing, nude figure drawing. They will be upstairs where we are now on Saturday, and they will have the third floor locked because of course it's an adult figure drawing class. So we are going to meet downstairs. I'm assuming we'll meet in the media room, which is directly off just past the museum store when you come in. But I'll be downstairs in the morning and we'll just meet everybody and we'll direct everyone to the appropriate spot. We will have class, we just won't be upstairs on the third floor. No one's sneaking in. I say that with no scorn because I was almost late this morning myself. I had a slow start. Good morning, Patty. Hello, darling. So I was sitting here as I was unpacking the tripod and everything and getting my mask ready and doing all the pre-class things and it's interesting that I have two very practiced classmates this morning here. But when I teach Qigong or Tai Chi or anything to anybody, any sort of Chinese martial art or mindfulness exercise, I am often very aware that there is so much to teach, so much to tell, so many little nuances. And I gather that these nuances in most cases are already part of the Chinese culture, so they don't need to be taught necessarily if you're there, and of course if you were born and raised to them. Since we're not, of course we have a period of adjustment to learn all these little things that they take naturally. And I was thinking about last weekend's class. We had 3 beginners and class ran for a full hour again. I haven't had a full hour class in here in many months, if not more than a year. And it intrigued me that there was all these things jostling my mind for attention to point out, to improve, to help, to guide these ladies through the beginning steps of the form. And I want to say this: if I have ever swamped you in information, if I've ever given you so many things that your head is swimming and you're trying to remember the form and the movements and the breathing and the posture and the mindfulness and all the things, if there's one thing you take from all this that we do, whether it's Tai Chi, whether it's Qigong, no matter what you're doing, if there's one thing you take from it, is that you should be relaxed through it. And you shouldn't fret. That goes hand in hand. It's not two things. I'm not cheating. Relax and enjoy it. Just move through it. It will all fall together. It truly will. If you're like me, you want to do it right the first time out of the gate. And that is a difficult and sometimes dangerous thing to try to emulate. It is also really difficult. I can say that from experience. So when you start, if you start, or if you've been at this for years and years and you're trying to cultivate a beginner's mind again, don't let the mass of information, all the things I'm saying to you, especially in beginner classes, overwhelm you. Just let it float past you. I promise I will say it again, and of course you've seen that on these videos. I say the same things over and over and over again. We repeat them because they're important, but we repeat them because we pick up things with repetition and time. Everything we do here takes time. It takes time to learn, time to get good. Morning, Shonu. It takes time to integrate all these things. So don't let it throw you. If I'm throwing out all these extra things and you're getting confused and lost, and worry about relaxing. Worry about being soft and calm, and the rest will come. With practice and time, repetition, that's what we do. We do repetition, we do time and practice. This is all practice. So let's go ahead and practice, shall we? We don't have any beginners right now, So we'll go ahead and do a more advanced class. We'll move through it with some decent rapidity, and then if our beginners join us later, we'll switch gears and go back to the more verbal side. We will adapt, improvise, and overcome. All right, let me find my spot back here. Everybody's ready? Where's my spot? It's right there. All right. Loose, relaxed, calm. All right. First is out. Lifting the heavens. Breathe out. Good morning, Joe. You saw we saved you your front center spot, right? We kept that just for you. Your little front center spot. I'm glad you could join us, John. Owl gazes backward. out. Draw bow. Breathe out. Stars fall to earth. Lion wags tail. Breathe out. Marry heavens and earth. He sits on his throne. Breathe in. Stamp the earth. Breathe in. All right, there we are. I hope you can forgive me very briefly here. I've got a overwhelming gratitude this morning, and I want to share it with you out there and, of course, the folks here, because it involves them. We've been here, I think this is actually our third or fourth year we've been in the museum. It's been a while we've been in the museum, and I'm very proud of that. But I have got a core group of people who come to class. Not every time, they can't make it every time, no one can, but they come when they can, and they come fairly often, and they keep coming back, and they keep practicing, and they keep getting better. They have seen and experienced the benefit that is waiting for you there with practice, with effort. And I am deeply thankful to those people who keep coming back when they can. Like I said, they can't come back every time, but they come back and they come back and they come back, and it makes a big difference. We can, and I do say we, not saying we as the Tai Chi school, but we as in this core group, these people here, and the ones that are here today, for that matter, can be, as we were pointed out to last Saturday by the group of beginners, we can be a very supportive, very open, welcoming core. When people come in the museum, it's not a bunch of strangers, it's a core group who are familiar with each other and with me and with the process, and they're relaxed and calm, and they can dispense that without saying anything by simply being here. And that's a very, very marvelous thing, that we can have this core group that helps me build this environment that's very welcoming and very open and very compassionate, and helps people who are new relax and get with the flow quickly, and there's no rough spots. And so thank you to my core group who are both here and still out there right now. It is an honor and a privilege to work with them. And the other bit of gratitude is for everyone who watches this video, who's watching now, who watched last week, who watched a couple of weekdays when I wasn't gone. Your perseverance is what pays off. And that perseverance keeps me wanting to keep coming back and sharing this with you, whether it's over the internet, over the live videos, whether it's in person, whether it's because I was visiting you in your home and you said your back was hurting, and I said, hey, try this little thing. That perseverance, that desire to keep coming back builds me and my desire to keep coming back. It gives me something to shoot for. These people want to keep coming back. I should be here for them. I should be here for me as well. So it is deeply appreciated. And like I say, whether it's if you come daily, whether you come weekly, whether you watch a video once a month, you're still coming back, and it's very, very important, and it's very, very appreciated. So don't forget, as we said in the beginning of the class, next Saturday, AMoA is doing the live, the adult nude figure drawing up here in the third floor gallery. So the third floor gallery will be actually off limits to anyone who's not signed up for that class. So we will meet downstairs. I don't know yet where. I'm assuming the media room, which is the little gray room just past the museum store on the right when you come in the front door. But we will be downstairs, and I will be at the front desk with June there before class to make sure everyone gets in and gets directed properly. And of course, June can direct everyone as they come in. We will be here Saturday. We just won't be upstairs this coming Saturday. And then, let's see if I remember properly, there's a Renegade tour next week on Thursday with Catherine Davidson, which should be an absolute hoot. If you know Catherine, she is not the most restrained person you've ever met. She is a marvelous force, and she'll be doing a Renegade tour Thursday at 6. And then there's a concert this last week, Friday, I think, the end of the month. And I would suggest, obviously, you check the museum.org or go on AMoA's Facebook page and get all that information. But that looks like a very interesting, fun concert, too. So, good stuff coming. I will resume class, of course, as always, Monday morning, 8 a.m. with you guys. And we're back here Saturday downstairs, as always. Thank you again to AMoA for having us here and having us to remain part of their Healthy at AMoA programming. And thank you for showing up. Makes a difference. Until I see you then, stay safe and be well.